Yo, what up? What up? It's your boy, Mr. Gentleman T himself, and welcome to Everyday FXT. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not. My mood today is it's like it's like a huge breakout, cause eh, when eh, guys, guys. Today, let me just say this to you: do not be greedy in the markets. Do not be greedy in the markets. Never ever do that mistake. Do not do it. I did it and I thought I was matured enough not to do it again. But even at this stage, I did it again. I did it again, guys. Oh, I did. I'm so disappointed in myself. I'm so disappointed. This is taking me back to square one. Really, this is taking me back to square one. Why as to why I had to do it, I don't know. But I did it. Okay, before I dive into today's analysis, go press that subscribe button if you haven't pressed it. Turn on that notification bell, press that like button, and comment in the comment section down below. Do that only after you've watched this video and comment your thoughts on the section below. So without any further ado, guys, I want to start with USDJPY, but I want us to, okay, let me just go straight into it. So okay, first thing first, I'm happy about the movement of the markets. I did everything played out exactly how we anticipated it to play. Exactly how. Go back and watch my previous video and you'll see exactly how we wanted it to play out. And right now, the market did come exactly to these areas. Exactly to these areas. So what we are now looking for is to catch that buy on USDJPY all the way to the upside. So with that being said, we have about two entries right now. So what do we see right here? Let me zoom in. We can see that from here, the market has been forming. So this was the movement of the market, consolidating, ranging in this area. And then it came back, it came down here to break the previous consolidating lower lows. Let me just say lows. And then formed this lower high here, came back, created a higher high, lower high, and then a new higher high. This is the newest higher high in the longest time of this pair. The longest time of this pair. And then from there, the market started forming a nice movement to the downside. You can see that by going down, giving us lower highs, lower lows, and lower highs. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. And now we formed a lower low, came up, came back down, giving us a double bottom structure. I'll go down to it's a double bottom structure. And so with that trend line right there, we can see that the market already has broken the previous lower lows and it created new highs. So what I would like to see, guys, if we don't want to risk it, because I don't want us to risk it. I don't want us to risk anything. So this is what we will have right here. This is what we'll have right here. So what we would like to see, guys, is the market coming up here, at least touching this area, coming back down to give us something like, okay, It's a new higher high, giving us a new higher low, and then we're ready to catch this move to the upside. So what we'd like to see is the market coming up, coming back down, and then we catch it all the way to the upside on the 90% rule. That's how simple it is. That's how simple it is. Or if you don't want to really risk it that much, you can just wait for the market to come here, test this area, giving us that lower high, and then wait for it to break again this area. Look for a 1 hour candle. If it closes above, then that's your entry right there. Just wait for it to close above this trend line, this resistant trend line, and then that's our move all the way to here. That's our move all the way to here. Super nice. Very, very simple. Let me remove this because this will confuse us. If I focus on it, it will confuse us. So the movement of USDJPY has been very nice. Let me move on to our next pair, which will be jumping chip USD GBP USD this pair. Okay, our next pair of the day now will be USDCAD. So in USDCAD, you guys can already see that I already digged into this movement. Yes, I did say the movement was to the upside, but then we don't control the markets. So I can't tell what goes and what doesn't go on the markets. None whatsoever. But what we are seeing here is the market changing the price action. So the price action was the market forming those lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, which was this movement right here. This movement right here. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows right here, and then lower, higher. No, it's lower lows, it's lower highs. It's lower highs, and then it changed the formation. Coming down here and forming, if you look closely, it formed something like like breaking the previous lows and creating higher lows this side. Breaking this previous lows, creating a higher low, and then shot all the way to the upside, breaking that highest previous high, creating that highest that higher low. It's a lower low, it's a higher low. It broke the higher low, created a new higher high. So this tells us original that the market is now moving to the upside. So in this case, guys, we wait for the market to see if the market can give us that movement that we'd like to see. So I'd really like to see the market just going down just a little bit more, going down a little bit more, testing this area before it can actually continue all the way to the upside and maybe come to this area for it to actually say, okay, I'm ready to fall. Just come here first, and then this is what I'd love to see. But then that's not what we're focusing on right now. So right now we're focusing to see the market coming down to this area, or even come all the way here, because what we can see is that the market broke this area. It really didn't test it on a 1 hour time frame, but did on a 15-minute time frame. So you can see a long breakout coming to test, short to the upside. Now it's correcting all the way to the downside. If I dive into deeper to this correction, I'm seeing something like this. Which is something very, very nice. Like to see a market correcting just a little bit on this area, all the way down here, or it might just give us something like, okay, I've corrected here, and forming something like, okay, you have this, and then we just wait for the market, just come a little bit here, break up. No, that's too much. Come to this area, break up, we test, we enter, and then we catch it all the way to the upside. Can catch it all the way up there. So the movement is very simple on USDCAD. The movement is very, very simple, and I'm sure everyone can tell that this is the nicest movement in all. So I'm sure guys we're profitable. We are very, very profitable. We're very, very profitable, especially on our last and final pair, which is GBPUSD. So in GBPUSD, guys, I'm sure we did it. I'm sure we did it. And right now I'm still seeing that nice thing I have been wanting to see all my life. I'm really seeing it, and it's very, very, very nice to see it. So what we are seeing, guys, is that the market shot to the upside, came down, rejected, gave us a double top. So which makes it a triple top from the whole movement of the, if I go down to a 4 hour time frame, but then it's a double top on this other side, which is nice and easy. And then it shot to the downside, giving us that those lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. If I go down to a 15-minute time frame, we did see something like this that prepared us to enter. I did give you guys the analysis in the morning, early in the morning, just to say, hey, this thing is moving exactly how I want it to move. Exactly how I want it to move. So remember, without this, the overall movement that we saw is that I did say, let's wait for the market to get into this area here, and then we catch it all the way up here. Right? I did say that, but what ended up happening is that, okay, fine. I chose to risk it with USDJPY, with GBPUSD, but then I was too greedy. So there's something like this, I think. There's something like this, catching it all the way up here, right? But then this thing started showing me flames. It was just a matter of time before I realized, why was I greedy? Why did I do it? So I did say, let's see what the market does in this area. If it gives us that rejection to the downside, then we know we're entering. But I did say, if you don't want to risk it, just wait for it to break this trend line, which is a resistant trend line, come back to retest, which it did, super nice and simple. And then we were in it. We were in it, really in it. We were very, very in it. So if I take this, come here and up here, we can tell that the market really closed exactly in the golden zone, the golden area, which is something we'd really loved to see. So the market did play. I got my buys here, like my buys here, shot up, came back to retest. I entered again. I was so stupid not to close these ones here when this market was here. I had to close them. I really had to close them because I had something like this. I had something like this. No, this it was exactly right there. Exactly right there. So I had something like this. Telling me that the market, if it closes above this area, I'm closing all these here. But then because of greed, so that I was so much deep in profits, I placed buys here, came back to retest. I placed other buys because already did close above this resistance trend line of mine, which is something I really wanted to see. More buys, and then this thing shot to the upside. My stop loss was still here. No moving stop loss. I didn't close any trades, didn't move any stop loss. My everything said, okay, this pair is moving all the way to hit our TP. My TPs were somewhere exactly here. My first TP was here, and then the most of them were here. Like the one that gave me more was here, and the rest of them were here. So this thing came here, I was deep in profits. Was this thing rejected here, I was deep in profits, and all what's playing in my mind was, oh, get to my TP, goddamn. And in a blink of an eye, heavy delays, all that greed took the better out of me, and then this thing shot to the downside. Okay, everything said, okay, maybe you're shooting to the downside. Maybe you're forming something like this. Maybe you're creating some sort of structure, a nice respectable structure. How was it? Yeah, something like a nice respectable structure to the upside. Maybe if it gets here, it would continue all the way, hit our TP before it can actually come down. But then this thing just came here, rejected. I was like, okay, cool. It went up, came back down, and it closed, and then boom, this candle, small candle. Okay, it's not so hectic. By the time I knew it, this thing came back down, took me out all my trades, took all my trades out. I didn't even pocket that $10 or $15, $20, nothing. That one trade, at least that one trade. Right now, I was okay. You give me something I really wanted to see again. Something I've been complaining about. I did say to you guys, I'm looking to see the market coming to these areas, at least to test the trend line. When it broke here, I'll say, okay, I lost. I'm shattered. Like today, I'm shattered for the day. I'm shattered. I didn't eat on USDT, but then I'm shattered on this. This was my overall trade for the day. I was like focused on GBPUSD, but then this thing came back here, and it decides to go all the way up, bro. Why? Who does that? Bro? Who does that? So what I'd like to see is the market, at least if it chooses to close above here, it has to say to me, okay, I'll come back down. Just give me a red candle, something like this. Come down, test this area. Please just test this area before you can actually continue all the way to the upside. That's what I'd like to see. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow midday. Hopefully I'll give you something that's tangible, guys, as to what are we doing with this pay. Other than that, it's your boy, Mr. Gentleman T himself, and and welcome. Oh, and I'm signing out. Oh, I'm signing out. Yeah, I'm signing out. It's your boy, Mr. Gentleman T. Go press that like button, comment in the section below, drop that subscribe button, tell your friends to come and subscribe, tell everyone, your family, everyone, share it with everyone. Tell them to subscribe. It's your boy, Mr. Gentleman T himself, and I'm signing out. Peace.